What's going on, guys? Jacob over here. So, I've got some pretty important and urgent news to share with you guys today. I'm sure some of you have already seen it if you're on Twitter or if you've been watching ESPN or TV in general. But the NBA has suspended the 2019-2020 season until further notice because a player, Rudy Gobert, contracted the coronavirus. They don't know how long he's had it, but tonight they're about to tip off the Thunder and the Jazz game, and then they postponed it and put both teams into quarantine. So um, this is really, really strange. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. Um, they, it really feels like the world is kind of coming to a halt. Like every day, it's just something new, something bigger. It started with in China, and then it kind of just spread around, and then it's Italy, and Italy's like pretty much come to a complete halt as a country at this point. Now it's spreading to other nations around Europe and in North America too, and the United States, of course. This is really, really strange. I mean, it's like I'm getting so many updates that like all these big gatherings and large events are being canceled. There's been various political rallies canceled. This is just unprecedented. I mean, this is really it's really what it feels like to experience a pandemic, and this is crazy. I mean, as a Wisconsin sports fan, of course, I'm really kind of sad that this is happening because the Bucks had such a great team this year, and I mean, I guess we came into it on a losing streak, so if we start back up in like a month or so, then I mean, yay, we get to get all that crap out of our system and start playing basketball again. But if this lasts longer and longer, and they just end up calling the season altogether, then what was this all for? I mean, I certainly understand why they might do that if this really lasts that long, but this sucks. This really, really sucks. Because this team was so good. The Bucks were so good. And I was so excited to see them in the playoffs this year. I was just counting down the days to see the postseason, and now we might not even get to see them. Not even without fans. Like I'd take the playoffs with no fans in it. But of course, Rudy Gobert catches it, and he actually did something rather. It was funny at the time. Now it's not really that funny. But he, after an interview, I think it was last night, he touched everybody's microphone or something, like deliberately. I don't know why. Maybe to like make a point that no one's gonna get it or something. But they were in the media and he touched all the microphones, and now we find out that this guy has coronavirus. Are you kidding me? What was the thought process behind that? Now all those other people who had those microphones are at risk of getting the disease because of Rudy Gobert. Like, Jesus, if he tested positive for coronavirus, why the heck was he at the stadium tonight? Why the heck was he anywhere around any people? I don't understand that. That's ridiculous. He should have quarantined himself immediately. Obviously, I'm sure he's not going to die from the illness, but the fact that he could spread it to anybody else, that's seriously dangerous. This guy was just going around touching people's microphones like it was nothing? I don't know all the information, but I mean, on the surface, that looks really, really bad for Gobert. Really, really bad. But, I mean, I really don't know what to say now. I mean, it's like, obviously, I'm not going to be making a whole lot of Bucks videos for however long this lasts, but that really sucks. And, like I said, I certainly understand why they're doing it, and I don't disagree, but it really, really sucks for fans and for me and for everybody who's a Bucks fan and NBA fan in general. And I don't know what they're going to do with the NCAA tournament, if they're going to keep it at just no fans or if they're going to follow suit and cancel the NCAA tournament or not, or suspend it or something. I don't know, but as for baseball, I'm not really sure what exactly their plan is. I heard that Rob Manfred was at the moment not considering having no fans or suspending the league or anything, but I don't know if this changes or anything because of the NBA suspending their season. I mean, the NBA globally is a huge sports league. I mean, it's like this is sending shockwaves through the sports world, through the real world. I mean, this is one of the strangest things I've ever seen, and certainly probably the most important and biggest issue I've ever discussed on this channel, without a doubt. And I guess I wouldn't say that I'm really qualified to talk about the coronavirus or anything like that, but I said earlier, this thing has, what, a 4% mortality rate? That's pretty high. I mean, 4% doesn't seem like that much, but you're talking about half the country getting infected. I mean, we could be looking at a few million people dying from this. So that is certainly something to be worried about. And let me take this time once again. Like I said, I don't have a huge platform, but I have a lot of people who watch this channel. If you don't wash your hands right now, well, if you're someone who just doesn't really wash your hands that much, please start washing your hands. That is the best thing you can do at this moment to try and prevent the spread of disease. Wash your hands. Wash them as often as you can. Please do that. Because, I mean, just going to Costco, like I said in my previous video, going to Costco and grabbing a bunch of supplies to, hunker down for a few months in your house, it's not going to do anything. Just be smart about it. I mean, please, just be smart about it. I mean, like I said, wash your hands, please. Don't go out and take all these unnecessary extra precautions. Just use your common sense and do the right thing. But anyways, that's all I really have to say in this video. No NBA games, probably not a whole lot of Bucks videos. I guess I'll still be covering the Packers off season. Not really sure if they're going to hold the draft or not now, if they're going to have it just with no people in attendance or something. I don't know, but the Brewers, will see what the MLB decides to do. I'll certainly give you an update on that when they decide what they're going to do with the upcoming season. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @oversports41512 and on Instagram username Jacob_Ober, and I'll see you guys next time.